welcome back to another video. Thank you guys for clicking on it. And today, if this does not get claimed, we're going to be listening to, we're going to be watching short animated movies. There's a Man in the Woods. Oh my god, I loved this when I first saw it. I think I watched it a bit over 20 times. Like, it's very, like, it's very, yeah, and also that one after that one went on to Chateau de Sable. It's the same, it's like, I watched this one I think once or twice. Like, these people who make these are very, like, with the animation, the CGI, artwork, and all that stuff, it's very phenomenal. Sorry about that, I went on a roll. Okay, with all that being said, let's get into it. Should I, no.
There's a man in the wood.
Oh, also, I'm in the process of moving. Literally, like, in 2 days. So, it's why I'm living right now.
Woods. What a spectacle. Before the story started, this school was still respectable. My students used to skip down the hill to the honeysuckle, pluck a couple, and collect their nectar till they picked their fill. Except one obnoxious kid, Sid, who just watched them eat the
I believe the person who... You can tell me if I'm wrong and put it in the comments. That would be very helpful, because I know the person or the people who made this, I believe they moved on to get into one of the big studios, and they helped like make a movie or something, because I remember something about that. It's been a while, but I know they're doing some pretty good stuff, and I know I've seen something of theirs. I just can't remember exactly what it was. Like I said, it's been a while.
flowers while he seethed and scowled because he couldn't bear to share his sweet treats throughout our recess hour. I remember Sid saying, "There's a man in the woods." That's how the rumors began. Of course, Sid had spotted him first. The poor kids. He got him immersed in his spiel about a serial killer whose gun barrel glint hints at peril. A visit to the nurse, or worse, a hearse waiting just beyond the DELEAU. The children saw him everywhere. "Look, over there. That man had Batman ears. We swear. And crazy yellow eyes. We saw something rusty. His shotgun? It must be. I saw a lady's severed thigh." Trust me, every word I heard was absurd. Yet each day Sid would stray down way past the playground. Who else was brave enough to save us from the killer's next plot? The rest of the lot would stop back at the blacktop, sure that any closer they were bound to be found deep in the woods, left to rot. I pleaded for the kids to think and learn to be mature, but after a few more rumors doomed my attempts to prove the school was secure, their fear was undeterred, and when the buses drove them all home, the parents finally heard.
I think we all have met someone like that. I'll be honest, I told a few tall tales when I was younger. It's like you don't think much about it when you're a kid, because it's like, oh, it's not serious, nothing bad will happen. But I'm glad none of my tall tales were like this. I was more echoing what I was taught or told by my brothers about how, because our father was in the army, and they used to rant and go on about how when he was discharged and left, he was allowed to bring like a bazooka, and I used to tell everybody that like it's true, and I'd be like, because I didn't want to say they were liars, because I believed it. So I would literally be like, I saw it. It was like, yeah, kids lie even if they have never seen it or seen what it was, just to benefit themselves. It's like I was doing it because I wanted to believe in my brothers, which of course I know now it was a lie. The army, I hope, would never allow anybody to bring a bazooka home.
Everything just blew up. I received a wall of emails and calls full of shrieks, wails, and all from terrified families who'd heard word of the murderer and didn't like my lack of action at all. What was I supposed to do? Comb the whole forest? Yeah, right. Would you? That means I didn't care? That's not fair. The stories that were you weren't true. Of course I would feel regret had there been a real threat and I ignored it, and some poor kid got kidnapped while the kids were napping. But you couldn't admit that your good little kid would formulate a fib, so you ignored what I said. Your little angels could never cook up such incredible creations. An overactive imagination maybe, but my kid could never lie. How dare I? Accuse a child of being dishonest? Just monstrous. The parents were displeased, and when the PTA took action, they dismissed me from the classroom. Like they knew what was best for their kids. Do you know how difficult it is to get a job when a bitter mom slanders your rep with child neglect from the outset? Now who's in control of your classes? Single file lines? Single file lines, little vile swine.
And I believe in the comments, if you go in, I'll have all the information that they have if there's any down below. But if you also would like to go in the comments and look at them, I remember seeing one, I don't know if it's still there, because I didn't check prior to doing this video. There was basically people all over the place, some on the side of, this is over-exaggerating, don't glorify this. It's pretty much someone, because they lost their job, they decided to do something, or they decided to do drugs. I'm like, but it does happen. But it is an exaggeration, because it's like, you don't know the whole picture of it.
Killer by the pines? Really? Are you blind? Will you find your spines? Sid, a child decides to fill our minds with lies, and the next thing you see is people treating me like I'm committing crimes. I was in my prime. Those kids were lucky to have me. Do you see what you did? But I can play along. I can be good. Do you hear that, Sid? There's a man in the woods.
So I would like your guys' thoughts. Again, I already said my thoughts on it, because if I was in that situation, I would be mad, but I don't think I could take it to that degree of hurting somebody. I just know myself, I would probably, if I couldn't find another job, it would just get worse and worse until I was probably out in the street. Because like I can't take myself basically to that level to try to hurt somebody. I've fought a lot in my past. Kids fight. I don't like fighting anymore. It's no point in fighting. Alright, we're gonna take a quick break and then I'll go on to the next one. Alright, we are back and we're going to be continuing on with animated short films, the Chateau de Sable. And let's get into it. I don't remember what happened in this one. I'm pretty sure, so it'll be nice. I have a feeling if this is copy claimed or whatnot, the music is going to it. That's cool. As a little kid, I did have a, like, it was the Scooby-Doo movie. It was one of them where they built sandcastles and it was something else I saw that made me want to make stuff like this. It would be awesome. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is very interesting. I didn't know what I was gonna do for this video, but I'm glad I chose this. It was very it was very breathtaking. That's why I love I love art in general. I love video making. I love all of that. Like, because it's so fascinating. It's mesmerizing to me. Alright, hope you guys enjoy, and I would love to see you guys again later.